All right. Good morning, Legal Shield family. Chris Ward coming to you from my home in Denver, Colorado, and wanted to come with you with a concept that came up to me just over the course of the last few weeks that I want to share with you. And it is treating what kind of a relationship do you have with your business? Now, I know I'm probably one of the last people to speak on the subject of relationships. However, the information that was shared with me really touched home, and I wanted to share it with you just to ask questions. So it's not so much as a coaching, but just more of an interactive exercise. And I think that it's a brilliant kind of realization of how deep your relationship is with your own business. And when you think of it in those terms, it really changes the dynamic. And I think you're going to agree with me. So for those of you that don't know me, I am the Colorado State Director for LegalShield. My background was U.S. military and small business owner. I've now been with LegalShield for well over 13 years and a contributor to LegalShield. So what do you notice about your business as a relationship? So we're going to talk about this and imagine as more of an intimate relationship. And what do you notice about it as it is to your business? And so how are you relating to your business? And when we think about that is that we always put people, we kind of can measure the depth and breadth of a relationship that we have with other people. You can name anybody in your life and you can pretty much state in a few words what that relationship is. Close friend, colleague, complete stranger. You can always label what that relationship is as regards to other people, but are we doing that with our business? And have you ever thought about that? What is missing in your relationship? Is it communication? Are you investing enough time and resources into your relationship? What are you saying about your relationship to other people? And I think when you start asking and write these questions down, take this really serious. I'm not going to go through and answer questions online if you're following through, but what do you sense is needed? And I love the way Ms. Kai Deering, Millionaire Club member, talks about she doesn't necessarily tell you what you need. What she'll ask me, she'll say, Chris, if you were to self-evaluate, what would you feel is missing and what do you sense is needed in your business? And a lot of times we already know what's missing. We already know what's needed in our business. Are we writing those things down and really being accountable to ourselves? Now, here's a big one. Would you be in a relationship with you if you were your business? Put yourself in your business's shoes. If you were your business, let's just create an avatar. Let's just say your business is a separate entity right next to you. And let's just say that you're now in their shoes. Would you want to be in a relationship with you? I often, they say, and often in these business classes, they'll say, if you were your own boss, would you fire you? That's a big question right there. And a lot of us aren't honest enough to actually say what that would look like. So in business, it's good to identify what stage of your relationship you're in. It helps determine what's happening energetically. So we want to look below and quickly ask where you are in your relationship. So you can just say, hey, we just met. For some associates, there's not a strong heart connection there because you just got introduced to the opportunity. You're just getting started in your business. And so you're excited about this new venture, but you're not committed long-term to it because you want to get to know it first, right? So you're just met. And that could be your relationship with your LegalShield business as it stands today. The other thing is we're just dating. So listen, hey, I'm just trying to get to know this person. We met a month ago. We met a couple months ago. I'm dabbling my feet. I see them when I can see them, but not a whole lot more than that. I'm not putting a lot of effort or energy into it. And again, a lot of associates, even veteran associates, I know associates that have been around 10, 15 years, and they just dabble in LegalShield, right? They're not committed long-term, but they haven't quit yet. They're still seeing where it can go. Not exclusive. Now, a lot of people aren't really this honest about and I'm not just talking about you're not doing anything else, right? So you can have a job and be committed to your LegalShield business. That doesn't mean you're cheating on your business. But not exclusive means like, hey, I'm open to taking a look at other opportunities, right? So I'll do this when I get prospected by other network marketers. They'll be like, hey, why don't you come over and meet my upline millionaire club member in this other company? Love to have a conversation with you. Maybe there's a better fit for you over here. In my mind, that's just like if I were to come to you and you say, hey, Chris, I'm married. And I say, well, listen, why don't you just come over here? Let's have a conversation. Maybe I'd be a better husband to you than your own husband. Doesn't that sound horrible? It does. Absolutely. I'm like, listen, I'm in a committed relationship with my business right now. I'm not willing to entertain other opportunities. All right. So when you're not exclusive, it's like, listen, I'm open. I'm open to looking at other opportunities. I'm not solid here. And sometimes they're in several relationships. How many network marketers do you mean that are flying like 3 or 4 different flags? It's like, yeah, I mean, I'm in health and wellness. I'm also in finance. I'm also in shoe repair. I don't know. There's a network marketing company for everything. But how do you identify where you're at? Now you can say we're exclusive. Listen, I've been with my company. I've been in my relationship. I'm really happy where I'm at. We're not seeing other people. We're not doing other businesses. We're committed here. Now, I want you to understand this. What I'm not saying is that you're having to quit your job and only do LegalShield. That is absolutely what I'm not saying. I'm also saying that you can't invest in other business ventures. So if you have real estate investments, if you have stock investments, if, cryptocurrency, whatever. I'm not saying that you're only doing LegalShield. That will be my only income, because again, I also subscribe to the idea that you don't want to keep all your eggs in one basket. What I'm saying is that as a home-based business, I'm exclusively LegalShield. I am not entertaining other opportunities. I'm not looking around, so on and so forth. Me and my business, my relationship are exclusive, right? My business is not trying to find another independent associate, just to say. So, and now, here's the big one. I'm in it to win it for life. Now, here's where I got hung up on this whenever I was asked these questions, because when I looked through these, it said in it to win it for life. And I thought, that's where I'm at. I'm in it to win it for life. And I had to read through the definitions. I really kind of get an understanding of what these were, but I wasn't in it to win it for life. I'm exclusive. So I had to downgrade where I thought I was from. I thought I was in it to win it for life. But I realized that I'm just exclusive in my relationship. Now, what does it mean to be in it to win it for life? That means that, listen, you are already committed till death do you part, and you're going to take steps every day to grow and nurture that business. And then you'll never put your business on the back burner, right? And I've done that from time to time. It's not that I put it on the back burner, but I've allowed things throughout my day, throughout my week, throughout my month to make it secondary to what else I'm doing, whether that be socially, whether that be with work, whether that be with travel, whatever, what have you. So sometimes I'll say, hey, business, why don't you stay at home? I'm going to go away for the weekend, or, I'm going to go away for 3 weeks, or I'm going to go away for a month, or whatever, and what have you, and that's not in it to win it for life, because you're going to take your partner wherever you go with you, like you do with your business. And I tried to do this. Last time I was in Mexico, I spent 8 days in Mexico this month in March. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to commit to running my business from Mexico. That didn't happen. I did. I worked part-time what I could, but the connection was so bad where I was that I kind of gave myself the time off to say, okay, well, my connection's bad, so I didn't make the calls I would normally make. I didn't attend the meetings I would normally attend, and I did work. I sold memberships and recruited people while I was in Mexico, but it wasn't, I knew that I was capable of so much more. And it wasn't the fact that I was in Mexico, because I can work from anywhere. All of us can, right? It's the time that I would normally do if I was at home, I did not apply while I was in Mexico. So am I in it to win it for life? No. That was basically like me taking off and leaving my significant other in America and calling her every couple of days. You're like, hey, sorry, dear, I'm in Mexico. I'll get you when I get you. So it's good to identify where you're at um, in those levels of your relationship to your business and ask those questions. Because I saw that even in my interpersonal relationships where I think I have a good relationship with somebody, and yet when we start asking those questions, it's like, hey, and what kind of a relationship? Are we exclusive or are we inexclusive? You know, are we just having fun or are we going to be serious? Are we going to work on our relationship or are we just writing it out to see where it goes? You know, and a lot of times I fail in relationships to ask those questions. But when I was proposed the idea of looking at my business like a relationship, I said, wow, not only am I not asking those questions in my actual interpersonal relationships with people, I'm not asking those questions about my relationships with my business. And so my challenge to you is to ask yourself those questions and let me know what your relationship is to your LegalShield business. I hope this has been of great value to you. Thank you very much. I look forward to hearing your responses. And this is Chris Ward from Denver signing off.